everyone, and welcome to Wedding Bells Unveiled. Today on the podcast we've got 3 special guests of us. So we've got Lucy, one of our past brides.
Hi.
We've got her beautiful sister Kate.
Oh, hello.
And mother of the bride, Lady Bev.
Hello.
So we thought we would just have like a little chat between bridal stylists and people who've been in the boutique and just really discuss a couple of topics so that you can all see what it's really like in the wedding dress kind of industry.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll start with is, so as a mother and a sister and a bride, what would you say that your experience was like in the wedding dress world?
Go on, Mum, you start.
Well, we went to a few shops before we found the one.
Yeah.
the shop.
They vary. I thought they varied from shop to shop, and depending on where you went. You went some places and you didn't get a nice reception. You were treated like a piece of meat. They weren't bothered. They'd leave you just standing there. Whereas Wedding Bells Love was completely different. I will promote that.
No, but that is so genuine now, and it does change a whole experience.
It just and how you're received makes such a massive difference to the whole experience, I feel. What do you think, Lou?
No, I think like when we went to other dress shops, like there was one, I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to rat people out or whatever, but like I went to one and they literally had terrible lighting. They had like, they put me in a dress that was like 20 sizes too small, and like was like, it's all right, like get in.
It just makes you feel awful.
And then she was like, you're gonna hate this, but I want you to try different styles. And I thought, why? Like, if you know that I'm gonna hate it,
what's the point?
What's the point in putting me in this to make me feel like terrible? And I remember coming out and I was like, I don't want to get married. Like I don't want to go there. And then we came to Wedding Bells, and then like even like you'd got like a cute little sign that said like welcome Lucy. And you're like,
I think I've still got a photo of that.
And I was like, yeah, absolutely.
I was sold on the Prosecco.
Oh, I'm glad.
And it feels warm when you come in, and I think I knew even then, before I even saw the dresses, I knew that I wanted to buy a dress from you just because like of the warm reception. And then when I saw the dresses, the Stella York dresses specifically, like I thought, oh my God, like this is gorgeous. And there was like a couple that I could have had, like, and I don't know whether you remember me trying like a couple of different ones on.
I remember all the different ones that we tried
on. Like, but then I just kept coming back to that one, didn't I? And I thought,
and you just knew it was the one.
I just knew, it was just like, it made me feel nice. And one of my bridesmaids said to me, like, give me 3 words that you want to feel on your wedding day. Kate, I can't remember what it was.
Comfy, classy, pretty. And I was like, that dress fits you. Like, it's not about you fitting the dress. Like, it really suited you. And I was like, those 3 words are ticked off. Like,
it was like,
it just feels so good.
I remember as well, like, I was really self-conscious about like my shoulders and my arms and things. And you were like, it's fine. Like, you've got this dress and you can just put these like sleeves on. You can add this. And then you spent the time like trying different sleeves with me and stuff. And then you were like, this is the vision. And when we went for the like alterations, like they got the vision, and it was just, I love the dress to start off with, and then when I got the alterations, I was like, oh my God, I love it even more. Like, it was perfect. It was so nice. So I just loved it so much better. It was the best bridal shop ever.
Oh, thank you.
That's okay. We are fans. No, that's probably why you've asked us to come on the podcast.
I feel like you guys are definitely like one of the OG families to come into the shop, and like we'd have you back any day, honestly.
We love it.
Honestly, I'm like,
I can work for you.
So will you propose to me again so that I can go and get a new dress?
Kate as well.
Yeah, maybe the day will come.
Yeah, if anyone's watching and they want Kate, she's single.
You like Claudia Winkleman off the Traitors with Alexander? He's single, by the way. Yeah, maybe we'll be back. We'll see. We'll see. We'll cut back to this clip if it ever happens.
There we go. Can you imagine someone like logs on and finds you? Like, she's a bit.
What a story!
I saw her on this Wedding Bells podcast.
All right, Lucy.
For God's sake.
That would be funny.
Okay, so Lucy, when you got married was a couple of years ago, and obviously Bev, it was quite a few years ago for yourself as well.
It was 31 years ago.
Oh wow! So really loved a happy marriage.
Yeah, actually.
So what would you two say that the big differences are between when you got married, Lucy, to when you got married, Bev?
One of the massive differences, I think, is it's just the things out there now that you can have. I mean, when in the day that like we got married, it was like, oh, you're getting married. You know, there wasn't like loads and loads of shops that you could go to, or a nice experience that you could have, or not like there is now.
Was there like
because
wedding fairs and things?
Well, there was, but not like there is now. You know, you were sort of. I think I did go. Wedding fair, maybe at the Moat House or something, where I got my dress from, and I just liked it. And like, yeah, that'll do.
Did you get it from a wedding fair?
Yeah, I
did
actually
you?
did.
Just straight there and there?
Yeah, I saw it, and it got like all Nottingham lace on. But if you look at it,
Absolutely gorgeous.
We've tried
very
it on
old fashioned. But yeah, I don't think the products were out there. I don't think the, you know. You just sort of, in my day, I think you sort of just went, saw a dress, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
I wear that.
Oh, no.
You know,
I think it was
what
quite
colour.
traditional, like you just got married in the church that you, like the
and
hometown church.
and I got married in the church where my parents got married.
lovely.
So that was more of a thing, a church wedding, whereas now you get married sort of, you know, on the beach or, you know, in sort of like stately homes.
I got married in a spa.
Yeah, I
hotel,
got married in a
didn't I?
spa. But back in
That
our
was
day,
nice.
that wasn't a thing. It was sort of like a church or a register office. I don't. There's so many options now. Where, like I say, 31 years ago, I just don't think it was there. So, but it's a much nicer experience now. Planning your wedding, I find.
Actually, like really liked the fact that I did get married in like a spa hotel though, because part of it was we stayed overnight with like the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, and like close family, and then the next day we had like a spa day. So it felt like my wedding was kind of like
Elongated,
extended.
yeah.
It was really nice. So, and I don't feel like that's something that most
We
people
never
do.
did
or,
that back in the day.
Like no one would ever do that.
You just
would they?
turn up, get married, have a party, and go home and cry.
Oh, you've asked her about her wedding. Yeah.
My wedding was not a good
The
experience.
bells didn't ring when she paid for the bells to ring.
Everything went wrong.
You had a nosebleed.
I had a nosebleed.
Did it go on your dress?
No, thank goodness. But no, the only thing, to be fair, I know you don't know the story, but the only thing I wouldn't change about my wedding is my husband. So it wasn't a good experience. No, it wasn't. I'm still with him. I've got two beautiful daughters. But no, it wasn't a good experience, really. Whereas Lucy's wedding was fantastic.
I literally say all the time, I know I've got two kids, but it was the best day of my life. My wedding day was like, my actual birth was horrible. So I'm like, how can people say that that's the best day? Like, change-wise, obviously I love having my kids and whatever, but like, the best day of my life was my wedding day. 100%, it genuinely was, like, so good.
And obviously I've been privileged to do this journey with Lucy. So I can see how wonderful it is and how it's been. But it wasn't like that 31 years ago.
Oh gosh.
So much better now. You should have
It's
gone
a lot
to wedding
better
bells.
now. If you'd existed, but it's very, very different.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, there wasn't as much out there, and
Well, so quite a lot of like big changes and lots of big differences.
massively. I find,
So obviously with all the wedding planning and everything, you find your dress, you pick your venues, but there's obviously a lot of stresses that go on alongside that, and the aftermath of like all of that put together and the day after your wedding. What did you kind of feel like your experience was like?
What do you mean when? Like,
So
when
like
the wedding's over?
so how do you feel then?
I think, to be fair, I was just like completely in awe of what had happened. Like, and because, like I've said earlier about me having the spa day after, I'd still got all of my close family and friends there, like the day after. So we were kind of reminiscing about the day. Like, even though it was only 24 hours before, like we had that time for be like, oh my goodness, that was really nice and that was lovely. And I think, if I'm being brutally honest with it, some of the stuff just went wrong on the day. Like, and you can focus on that, or you can like laugh about it and smile. Like, one of my signs, like I'm very particular on like grammar
because she's
and stuff.
a teacher.
And one of my signs was just completely wrong. Like it said, "We're so glad you're here," and it didn't put YOU''RE. It was like YOUR. So it was like I was like, no, I saw it, and I was like, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown here. And then I was like, Lucy, it's your wedding day. Just calm down. So I got the pen from the guest book and I just drew on the sign. So there's a picture of me actually like altering the sign, which is quite funny. And it's like, one of those things. I could have cried about it, but instead I just laughed about it and
just took it
thought,
on.
you know what, like it's one of those things, like it's funny. And then we were supposed to get married outside, and it started raining. So like in the morning, the person who like organises everything on the day came up to me and she was like, Lucy, I'm really sorry, but like it's raining. Do you want to get married outside? And
I was
like,
stressed.
I was like, I don't know, ask Zach. And he was like, yeah, he's told us to ask you. And I was like,
oh no.
Right, okay, I don't know what to do. And then I was like, you know what? The rain's happening. The rain's lucky. You've just got to say that. And so you've just got to get married inside. And then I went inside, like, and looked at the venue, and I thought, you know what? It's pretty anyway. It's fine. Like, and so I'd got my head set on my heart set on getting married outside, and that didn't happen. I thought my signs would be fine, and like
they were wrong.
and that was wrong. Like, and then there was like the like cake cutting as well. Like when I put the knife in, like the cake was going to topple over. We had a big cupcake stand and like a cake on the top, so I cut it, and the knife got stuck, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. Like loads of people were looking at me, and then I was just like, right. Zach held like one side and like pulled the knife out, and I was like, oh no, like. But the pictures look good, and you've got to trust the process of your photographer as well. Make sure that your photographer is somebody you get on with, someone you can have a laugh with, because you spend so much of the day with them that it's like, if you don't like them or get on with them, then it can make or break your day with it. So I was lucky that she was amazing, like really, really good. She helped me get ready in the morning, like the dress. She was like, Lucy, do you want me to do anything? Like,
really
I'm really getting involved, wasn't she?
I think she put a necklace on for you because she went acrylics on.
I couldn't do it because my nails.
Yeah, so she was like, I'll do it.
So she put it on,
and then we'll just pretend on the photos. So it's like pretending that mum's.
But there's like a story behind all of the photos, and like,
so the aftermath, like I say, we were talking about all this on the day after. So we were like, oh, but this went, but this was good. So the aftermath of the wedding, it wasn't so much of a come down as we thought.
No, it wasn't.
It was sort of...
I'm still in awe of it now. Like, I genuinely, you can see, like, this is like nearly 2 years ago, and I'm still like excited even about the things that went wrong. Like, it's just still lovely. It was literally the best day of my life. Like, it's so good. Nice.
Yeah,
anything
it
else?
was. No. Well, like I say,
it was nice to
have that after.
Yeah.
It's like I say, Darcy asked about like the aftermath the day after, but we'd spent it talking.
Yeah, I was speaking about that. Like,
I love a debrief. Always love a debrief. You know, when like after a night out when you all sit around and talk about it, was just like an extreme version of that.
That was one of my favourite bits. Actually, just sitting
really
around and talking, and I'm still in the aftermath. I feel. And I keep coming back to wedding bells. I'm like, oh yeah.
We don't want it to end.
No, I don't. I'm living my bridal dream forever.
So as we've gone through the journey with everybody here, and we've absolutely loved every minute of it, we decided the other day to send Bev a ladyship, because we feel like she is well and truly the lady of the shop. We love her.
You can't get rid of her, can you? That's what it is.
So we feel like all you guys have been in the shop all the time with us. You know, we constantly have you in for photos. At any opportunity, you were all there, first ones at the door. So we just love the idea. We spoke to Lucy about it as well, to get you your ladyship. And we just thought that you really deserved it, because you are our shop mum.
Thank you.
And you were the first mum as well to win our shop mum competition, and I think that's where the name came from. And then it's always kind of stuck that you are our shop mum.
Thank you. It's a title I absolutely adore.
You're going to have to share it with some people.
I'm not going to share it with anybody. It's going to be mine forever.
Yeah, change your passport, change everything.
I will.
You are Lady Beverly.
I am Lady Beverly.
You do tell everyone, don't you?
I do actually tell everybody.
It's like a party trick for her now.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
like,
a lady.
Yeah,
I went on holiday last week, and I was like, you do know you're talking to a lady, don't you?
I love that.
No, it's great. It's just part of my personality. It's just, I find it hilarious, but I think it's a real honour, so thank you.
No, of course.
And don't forget me cake that you sent me as well.
We went through your Facebook and tried to find like the funniest photos. And
That's quite funny with the bright pink hat on. I was in actually Benidorm at the time. I was like, oh my God.
That was so funny.
It proper made me laugh. But no, thank you. It's been an absolute honour to be shop mum. And like whoever's next has got big boots to fill, let me just tell you.
I don't think there'll never ever be another shop.
It's going to be you.
About 50 years' time, she's still there.
I love this title.